Andrew Hall with the Institute for Financial Education coming at you today with today's Money Minute. Today we're going to talk about this 30-year versus the 15-year mortgage. It's a pressure point for a lot of individuals. Should I do a 30? Should I do a 15? Should I do a 20? Should I pay my house off? Let's take a look at it. So, in a 30-year mortgage for $200,000, that payment is roughly $850 a month. At the end of the 30 years, you making your $850 a month, you end up paying roughly $300,000 for a $200,000 mortgage. $100,000 of that is interest. So you oftentimes hear, well, why would you pay all that interest when you can just make it a 15-year mortgage instead? You might get a little bit of a break on the interest, but what happens to your payment is it goes up. In our example here, utilizing realistic numbers, our payment goes up to over $1,350 a month. So an extra $500 a month on that mortgage that you're paying, but guess what happens? If you're paying the extra $500 a month, obviously you're not going to be paying it over 30 years, you're only paying it over 15. So now you're only paying $245,000 instead of $300,000 for that original $2,000 home. More money every month means less interest over time, means a faster payoff. But what's the opportunity cost for that? The additional payment that we see here is an extra $500+ a month that you no longer have in your pocket, that you are beholden to pay to the mortgage company no matter what. Guess what? If you wanted to just have a 30-year mortgage and pay that extra $515 a month, you'd have your mortgage paid off in 15 years anyway. But what you do now have is the freedom to have $500+ a month doing whatever you want to do with. Maybe it's to pay off high interest loans. Maybe it's to invest somewhere. Maybe it's to have the freedom and the flexibility to live your life. It could be a whole bunch of different things, and it's different for everybody. But let's look at this. Let's say we took that extra $500 for having a 30-year mortgage instead of a 15-year mortgage and just put it in the stock market blindly, just an index fund over the last 15 years. What would have happened with the historical return of the S&P 500? We can see the numbers here. Your extra $500 a month would end up being $245,000 over the last 15 years. What does that mean? At the end of the 15th year, the balance on your home is only $120,000. You could have paid that house off and still had an extra $120,000 of cash in the bank, all because you decided to have a 30-year mortgage instead of a 15-year mortgage. It's different for everybody. I'm not here to tell you that a 30-year mortgage is better than a 15. I'm not here to say that you should take the extra money and you should invest that money. I'm here to say, what is the liquidity, use, and control of your money? That is so important when it comes to financial planning, is having the liquidity of money, the ability to use our money however we want, and the control of our money in order to do the best that we can with it, whether it's investing, paying off debt, saving, all levels of the financial spectrum. I don't know what's best for you. Only you know what's best for you. But our institute can absolutely help figure out what the best way is to do in your scenario. That's all I have for the Money Minute today, the 30 versus 15-year mortgage.